Hi everyone, welcome to Aria Budgets. My name is Aria, and in today's video we'll be doing a quick January budget closeout. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting my journey. I appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for sticking around. Even though I've been a little MIA for the past few days, things have been a little hectic here at home. I'll explain in just a second. But if you are new here, welcome. I am a single parent of two young girls, and I currently have close to $70,000 in consumer debt, and I am showcasing my journey here in this channel. So I started budgeting in November of 2022, so I'm fairly new at this, and if this is content you might find relatable or just fun, please stick around and consider subscribing. As I mentioned before, I've been a little MIA for the past few days because one, things have been busy. I do Uber Eats. If you are new here, you didn't know. If you've been following me, you already know I am doing Uber Eats to help increase my income because I only have one full-time job, and I do everything and anything that comes along the way to help increase my income to cover my costs. Because when I first started, I was negative. I had more money going out than what was coming in. So I needed to make a change, and I decided to just literally take the wheel and go out there and started doing Uber Eats, and I've been able to increase my income $1,000 extra. This month I made $947 on Uber Eats alone. I am doing a little bit more here and there. I do cleaning and things like that, and that brings in $350 a month also. If you remember, the goal was to add $336 to my emergency fund because I had no emergency fund when I started this journey, and I now have $77 that I was able to save from December, and I am very happy to announce and say that I will have a total emergency fund of $413, you guys. I am really happy and excited about this, but going back to my thought, because I kind of jumping here and there, I have been a little MIA because one, I was really busy like I mentioned, but also I did something a little different when it came to my budget. I was paying for bills as my income came in, and I feel like the numbers don't add up. For some reason, I don't owe any money. I don't owe anything. Everything was paid off. Sorry, every bill was paid for the month of January, but for some reason the numbers aren't adding up. I did slack a little bit and didn't keep track on my calendar that I created, and I think that is what kind of messed me up. I was able to pay everything by January 31st. Everything had already been paid. What I usually do is I waited until the due date for each and everything, and I will pay it that day. But I didn't want to risk having the money there, and I said, you know what, why not? And as the money was coming in, I went ahead and said, well, let's do it this week, let's go ahead and pay, and so on. I was paying, let's say, like 1 week ahead type thing, rather than waiting until all the money was just there. So I just went ahead and started paying off the moment I received my income. So everything is paid, but I feel like as if the numbers don't add up. And so yeah, things are a little scattered here and there. So I'm not going to go into each category by detail, one by one, because like I said, everything has been paid. I didn't really save much except for the girls. I did have $2 extra, and for groceries I spent $24 additionally than what I had anticipated, which was $80. And so let's go ahead and do my little review on my Uber Eats income. I made a total of $947.41. I set aside $119 for gas, and that is broken down depending on how much money I needed to take out each week. I have a goal of $100 on my gas envelope on a weekly basis. So whatever money I need, let's say I spent $50 last week, then from my earnings from last week when I receive it on Tuesday, which is when Uber pays, I will take out those $50 to add it into my gas little envelope that I have here. For right now I only have $3, so that means I need to add $97 to make it to $100 for the next week. I don't normally spend $100, but I don't want to I don't want to keep it too short. I'd rather have that buffer in case anything does happen. For instance, maybe I don't make enough money, like which happened during this week on week 4. I didn't make a lot of money on Uber Eats. That doesn't mean that I didn't go out. I did go out, but it was really slow, which was happened the same thing on last week of the month of December. I thought maybe during December is because people needed to, recover from Christmas, but I guess people are just a little shy spending because it's close to the 1st, which is all rents are due and all of that. For my emergency fund, the goal was to save $336 to add towards my emergency fund, which only had $77, and I was able to do just that. That is non-negotiable. Every week I said I'm going to set aside priority after taxes. I don't think I said that in case there's somebody new here. This amount that you see here is what I make after I take aside 30% from taxes. I do not include that into my earnings because I don't want to even tempt myself to use it. I want to keep that aside. I have a separate bank account, a separate savings account for taxes only, for whenever it's time for me to pay to the IRS. I don't have to scatter money or anything like that. It will be there. If I have to pay more than the 30%, which I hope I don't, but if I do, then it was a little less money that I'll have to look for or see what I do, because I guess take it out for my emergency. Hopefully that doesn't happen, knock on wood. But if it's less than the 30% that I have to pay or whatever I have there, I could either use that towards my dad or just keep it there for the next time the taxes come around. So that is the goal. Save 30% aside, and after the 30%, which I take out every week from my weekly earnings, I just set it aside. I had a total of $947.41. The first few weeks I was taking out debt and an emergency fund, and then what it was left for a gas if I need it, and so on. Although my debt is priority, if I have no gas, how am I going to run to make extra money? So the priority now is taxes, emergency fund, gas, and then my whatever is left over towards my debt. If I happen to have extra money, which hasn't really happened, honestly, you see left over here, but it's because I didn't use any money towards gas because I had enough. I didn't need to take any money out during that week. Oh, here it was $16.94. I just kept them there, which was great because since I couldn't afford on week 4 the $139, if you could see here, I was only able to set aside $26.74 towards my debt envelope. I used those $16, which is here, everything adds up, the $16 plus $31 that I was left from week 2 and a few cents from week 1, total $48.67, which I was able to then include into my debt envelope, which I have here, my little cash stuffing that I will be doing today. For the very first time in this channel, we'll be doing the cash stuffing. I'll be cash stuffing $479. So I am very, very excited about that, you guys. I am sorry that I messed up my budget, but I am not sorry that everything is paid off. I paid everything. I don't owe anything for this month. Well, I do owe everybody, but all my monthly payments are paid. I guess that's what I wanted to say. Alrighty, so I am going to set this aside here. I hope that you guys could see this here. I don't know how I'm going to be doing this. Like I said, I am fairly new here doing this cash stuffing, so I hope that everything fits there. I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah, I am very excited, and if you are someone who is new at the budgeting system, so am I, but it is great. The few months that I've been doing it have been game changing. At the beginning, the very first few times that I did the budget, it was scary, I'm not going to lie, to lay everything out and see how much money I owe. $70,000 But hey, I needed to face my reality, and that's what I did. And thanks to that, I've been able to now make this money that I didn't have before to help me cover my bills and save up for an emergency fund, because being a single parent, or anyone honestly, but single parent with children and only one income, it's even more scary to not have any buffer or anything. If something broke, what am I going to do? Help. And because I owe so much money, because I was just a little reckless, but no more. We are moving towards the right path. We're making good and healthy decisions. Right now on my gas envelope here, as you can see, I only have $3. So we need to stuff 97 to make it into the 100. So I'm going to grab a 50 and 2 20s and a 5 and 2 singles. Alrighty, so let's now add everything up. We have 1 2 3 4 5. If I messed up, please bear with me, because I don't know how to count much in English. 5, 10, 30, 50, 100. Alrighty, so we have $100 going towards my gas envelope. If you're new in this channel but not in the community, you've probably seen all of those gorgeous, beautiful envelopes. I don't have any of those for right now. I am working with what I have, because I am not planning on buying anything at the moment. I'm going to do emergency next at the moment, because the plan is to save up, not to spend unnecessarily. Now, that doesn't mean that if you have the means to do it, it's something that is wrong. Not at all. I do find them very helpful. They look helpful. They look really cute, not going to lie. And I hope to one day be able to buy myself some of those, but without feeling any guilt, because I'll be able to afford it. And so, yes, for right now, we are working with what we have. Someone suggested in the comments before that I should have my daughters kind of decorated, and that's what I did. I hope that you could see that little emergency fund, the ambulance, which is really cute, the little clipboard from the doctor, and they even drew a little money jar, which actually gave me a really good idea with that. Well, more of that on my next video. For now, let's go ahead. This is my emergency fund. I had already put aside, move this one over here, and this is done. I had already set aside the first $84 times 2, which was $168 plus the $77 that I had from December. $245. That's what we have here. $245 on the emergency fund. Now we will add another 84 plus 84. That is $168 that we are going to add towards my emergency fund. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 65, 66, 67, and 68. $68. 1, 2, 3, 8, 28, 48, 68, 168. Alrighty, so now let's just kind of make it look pretty here, and then add everything up to see how much we have. So 168 plus 77 plus, because I already forgot how much I had, plus 168 plus 168. So we, what? No, that's not right. So we have 84 times 4 plus 77. So we should have $413 into my emergency fund. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 13. Well, I guess 3, 5 is A, and 5 is 13, 33, 53, 73, 93, 113, 213, 313, $413 into my emergency fund. I am very happy and thankful and excited about this one, you guys. This is excellent news. If you have been following my journey, you probably know the thrill, the feeling that I probably am feeling right now, and I am just so excited. I feel like screaming, honestly. This is unbelievable. I never thought that I'll be able to do this, have this much. Maybe it's little for some people out there, I don't know. For me, this is a huge victory. This is amazing. This is something to go out and celebrate, and so I'm going to just celebrate here on my own. Alrighty, so for my now my next envelope, I have here my debt. It's my debt. I had 139 plus 139 for the first 2 weeks. On week 3, I was also able to set aside 139, but I didn't add it here yet. So 139 times 2, we should have 278 here. So we have 1, 2, 3, $8, 28, 78, 178, 278 on here from week 1 and week 2. Week 3, I was able to save $139 still. Week 4, not so much, only $26.74. But remember, I had $48.67 total of the extra money I had on the weeks that were before, and I am glad that I didn't do anything for that for this same reason. I said in case something does happen, because you never know, and I did that. I just set it aside, and I was able to now build my personal loan fund to include $214 more. Alrighty, so let me just separate this here. Let me just kind of do that. I don't know what I'm doing. So 100, 230, what? 210, 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't take out the cents because what for? I just left them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 14. What is it? 14 and then 64. 114, $214 plus 139 plus 139. So I should have $492 because I didn't take out the cents here. So let's go ahead and just set this money up. I need to kind of make some, I am a mess, but that's okay. I am learning. Not everything has everything figured out. At least I don't. If you do, well, I am happy for you. Congratulations. And I hope to one day have it all figured out as well. But in the meantime, I am okay. I don't know. I erased my thing and now I don't know how much I was supposed to have now because I talked too much. 43.74 plus 48.67. Okay, 492. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12, 22, 42. Right, 42, 92, 142, 142. I don't know how to do this. 142 and then 50. It's 192, 392, 492, 3, 5. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Yeah, is that right? 7. Ay, qué horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 5 is 12, 22, 42, 142, 92, 192, 292, 392, $492. Now my payment is supposed to be $558. So I am short $65.59, which is okay. My due date for this is on February 20th. So I'm going to use week 1 to go ahead and include this there to complete and then pay it off. This is great. I love the fact that I can save up ahead of time and yeah, and be ready for whenever the next month comes along. And so yes, that is it. We went ahead and stuffed for the first time. Let me put this away here. $479 into my nicely DIY envelopes. And I hope you really like this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.